before I even was part of the community, I came up here one day and there was all these people with big cameras. And I was like, what is going on? Something's happening. And I walked up, what are you looking at? And they said, it's a northern wheat ear. I was like, a wheat ear? What is that? It's some bird from, Europe. So that was pretty exciting. And that happens pretty often here. We get a lot of rare birds.
And I started in 1981. I went to hockey college. My last quarter had an ornithology class. And had to pass it to graduate. And not a lot of people did real good in that class. And I didn't do very good. I remember going to my first class and seeing a pileated woodpecker fly over. I had no idea what it was. And that's number one right there. And number two is calling over here. And I was so amazed that people actually knew what that bird sound was, or that idea of that bird flying way above them. So that's what drew me in.
I would say it's like Pokemon Go, but with real things. So there's community about it. There's um, people sending out alerts and people running to see what is here or what has been found. So it's a lot like that. But it's also there's also like some calmness about it. You're very present. It helps with mindfulness and reduces stress. So there's that piece of it too. But then there's the adrenaline part where somebody's got something and you want to see it. It's exciting.
And I
Oh
remember
yeah.
pulling into the parking lot real fast and hopping out. So, well, where's everything at? He said, well, you just drove by the whistling duck and that little pool right there. And then we walked over to the beach, and sure enough, here's the endangered piping plover. Every time I'm here, I walk the beach. I mean, from one end to the other, short birds. We come here because we're looking for rare birds. That's what we're looking for, the anomalous birds, the ones that show up like the California gull. Because that's what happens. They migrate up here, especially in the spring. They come up and they'll stop at the lake. A lot of the birds, because they migrate at night. Some will be out over the lake, over the lake when it becomes daylight, and they'll fly back. So they congregate right along the edge. So anything can show up. Anything.
Yeah. The idea of the Friends is to make a cool place cooler. So we're trying to help with certain amenities and also protect the natural resources here at the park. One of the things that we did a few years ago was have a wine tasting event in the lighthouse. And we raised money for the 4 volleyball courts that you see set up here. We've also done some things with 100 Women Who Care and gotten these beach mats for accessibility. So those are the sort of things that we're mostly a fundraising entity. But we also host events. The Headlands Birding Festival. Friends is one of the partners that raises money for that festival and helps run it. Dawn, and that depends. So right now dawn is around 6. We're out here at 6. Yeah, this bright sun, this is not what I'm used to.